Moment of silence for all who has fallen. Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to day 454 of Diabetes and Now, the daily vlog that I do to show you how I combat this type 2 diabetes with the 1-2, you feel me? Yo, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below, hit that notification bell so you can keep up on all things Slim Jim Longfoot. You know what I'm saying? I do TV and movie reviews on here from time to time. I do reactions on here from time to time. I do how-to videos for small YouTubers, product reviews, daily vlogs that you're watching right now, and last but not least, my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV. So if you subscribe, you keep up on all that stuff right there. You feel me? We try to keep things going. I do polls on my community tab. I do, questions and daily tidbits, and of course, I promote those who are part of the GOAT Nation. I make sure I do all that type of stuff. You feel me? So, first and foremost, shout outs to the members of the live chat crew, which consists of Every Gavala, the Greek goddess, Lady Capricorn Terror, Sexy Trees 1408. Let's see it. Every Gavala, the Greek goddess, Lady Capricorn Terror, Sexy Trees 1408, Queen Candace, KianaVision, Diamond TV, Mashana, whose birthday is tomorrow, Michael Marshall, and last but not least, my sister, big sis of YouTube, Latanya Porter. Also special consideration to my bro Johnny Quest Gaming, and also shout outs to the members of the not the live chat crew, but the 1408, who consists of Lady Capricorn Terror and Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. Today is the 31st of May 2021. It is Memorial Day 2021 here in the United States. I'm not for certain if Memorial Day is celebrated throughout the world, but a day of remembrance, and in memory for those who have served their country, those who have fallen, is to be commended, on all aspects for all over the world. You feel me? But most importantly, what we're going to talk about in terms of this Memorial Day is what happened on this date 100 years ago today. 100 years ago today was one of the most vicious attacks in history that had went up under the rug, as all attacks against people of color, people descended from Africans in this country, African Americans, Black Americans, whatever label you want to put on as Israelites. But with that being said, today, 100 years ago, was the beginning of a 2-day attack on what is known as Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where their homes, their businesses were shot up, burned, bombed, and this all took place here in the land of the free 100 years ago today. And that of course is got traction from recent depictions in media, such as of course the Watchmen series and Lovecraft Country. But let that be known that this event, just like other places in the United States such as Rosewood and many others, where Black people were thriving and doing their own thing despite the racism in this country then, and of course still today. They were thriving and folks didn't like it. And as always, they always try to put an excuse on it as to why they did it. One person did this to somebody else, so we had to go take out all of them. Whatever Half of those were lies that they were spreading anyway. The majority of them were lies they were spreading anyway, just to justify their savagery, because that's where all those savage ways came from. Those disgusting, vile, racist people. And and this is to say that when it's just like when we have a talk about the sexes, what I'm saying, and people like to say not all men, and like a lot of people like to say, well, not all Caucasians, not all whites or whatever. It's not about not being all of them. It's about the fact that those who are racist, those who are savage and vile in their bigotry and their hatred, those are the people we're talking about. We're not talking about the people who aren't doing it. And as far as that go, the people who aren't doing it need to be stepping up and showcasing that they aren't about that. Is ridiculous. And the fact that we're still having to go through something like this today in the year 2021, we're still going through the ignorance today. This should have been squashed before I was born. It should have been squashed before we were born. Grand Hustle over here to my right, y'all. What I'm saying? The fact that we still going through this BS today makes zero sense. Zero sense. I'm quite sure they were saying the same thing back in 1921. Because, that was, 60 years since the Civil War started. So you think about the fact that, in 1921, 60 years earlier was the Civil War that was going on. That was going on 60 years earlier. 60 years ago from right now was the beginning of the Kennedy administration, John F. Kennedy, and the civil rights movement was in full swing at that time. The bus boycott and all that had already happened, and in 2 more years, the March on Washington was getting ready to happen for jobs and freedom. And Dr. King, of course, delivered his broken promise speech, which is better known today for y'all as the I Have a Dream speech. And so at that point, just think at that point in 1961, 1921 was just 40 years earlier. You feel me? Like, you think about that. You think about people who who were alive in 1961. 1921 was just 40 years ago for them. 40 years earlier for them. Just like how 1981 is 40 years ago where we're at right now. And 40 years from now will be 2061. So we stand here in this time, in this history, looking back and looking forward. And by the time y'all see this, y'all will have already seen it on my page, because I will be sharing it. And I'm gonna let my cousin know too. A woman just testified a few days ago. She just testified a few days ago about the massacre on Black Wall Street as a witness. She was there 100 years ago as a 7-year-old girl, and here she was in 2021 testifying about what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma on that day 100 years ago. 107 years old now, recalling what happened as a 7-year-old girl, having to recall that in the year 2021 and still not having been compensated or anything of that sort. The people who suffered from the massacre of Black Wall Street, their descendants or those who may still be alive like she is, still have not yet been compensated, still have not yet received justice. Not only them, but so many others who went through that. But this in particular, this thriving community, it was called Black Wall Street. It was they was making money. They didn't have to worry about, this, that, and the third. They were thriving because we were together. Now, I understand what Dr. King and those in the civil rights movement was fighting for, as far as like being equal. But what I hate about segregation is the fact that they made you be separate, and not only they made you be separate, but they tried to, deplete you. See, the thing is, at that time segregation was going on, But even we weren't together, they still didn't want you to thrive. They still didn't want you, like, when they saw that you were doing good by yourself, and they was like, oh, we can't have that. We gotta go tear their stuff up so we can put them right back at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Put them right back where they was when we, you know, released them back in 1865, you know? And that right there is just ridiculous. But you know what? If y'all want to debate more about that, we can do it down in the comments. In the meantime, between time, it's really no debate. It's no debate on anything. Death to all races. That's how I feel about it. How about that? Moving on. About to go ahead and check my blood sugar. And that part. Man, I ain't got no daggone alcohol swabs over here. Let me go get me some alcohol swabs. I'll be right back. My breakfast for this morning, current time is 11:37 a.m. And I am going to eat a sausage biscuit from McDonald's. Got by Grand Hustle. Appreciate that there. With some applesauce that I got. So that's why I'm about to get my grub on with y'all. Just a simple little breakfast to start off this day. Start off this day, y'all. Making it do what it do, baby. Yeah, I wanted to throw that in y'all ear, you know, and that's what was going on 100 years ago today, you know, from May 31st to tomorrow, June the 1st, 1921. You know, those people were going through that horrific event, and some of them, like that brave lady, Mother Fletcher is her name. Mother Fletcher is still here to recall and talk about it. And so, you know, they main thing, you know, they wanted all of them to be dead. They, you know, they didn't expect nobody to still be alive from that 100 years later. And the fact that you got to sit up and talk about the atrocities that you went through a century ago, I mean, is crazy in itself. It's beautiful that she's still here, but it's crazy, even crazier, the fact that nothing has been done about it yet. You feel me? Nothing has been done about it yet. And so anybody who sit up and talk about the whole, oh, you know, get over it, you know, it happened a long time ago. No, ain't no getting over it. Not when everybody else who has had something happen to them didn't have to get over it. They got compensated. The reason why y'all don't want to compensate us is because y'all know that's, shoot, it's only one way to compensate us. Shoot, we have to own everything. And y'all don't want that. Y'all can't pay us enough money to compensate us for what happened. And that's what the problem is. Just say what it is, because we already know. Am I right or am I right?
Right. Right.
So, that part. Meantime, between times, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get into the that part. All right. Yesterday, I believe, what we had? We had what, like two Yeah, we had 2 episodes from yesterday. I believe it was 2 episodes. Or whatnot. Let's see. Well, my crystal video, I went ahead and made my artwork that I did for my friend Crystal Public, the happy birthday crystal picture. On that, of course, Crystal, she said so dope, thank you on it. And Life's Magical Journey said stunning. Appreciate that there. Yesterday we had a live stream, Sunday evening live. About to shout out to those who was in the regular comment sections. We got Life's Magical Journey said, hey Slim, I got the replay playing and I feel you on getting that V shot. It's a huge no for me. They ain't fooling nobody. They gonna be howling at the moon with the sideways cackling emoji, laughing emoji, that part. And Rajesh, my folk from India, shout outs to Rajesh. Yo, this dude right here, he is the guy who got me into one of the most greatest movies in the 2010s decade. Bahubali, a 2-part movie, epic 2-part movies. Bahubali, the beginning, and Bahubali, the conclusion. 2 epic movies. He was the one who told me about those movies, and he said, what's up, my man? How's your health and how's everything going on? Stay safe, and stay safe as well, Rajesh. Glad to see you still kicking, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we don't hear from people for a minute. You be like, is they alive? You know, you be wondering, you feel me? So glad, you know, you still kicking, man. Hey, and keep on kicking, you feel me? Kicking, biting, clawing, everything you gotta do to stay alive, you feel me? Let's see. In the live chat replay for yesterday's Sunday evening live, we got in the camp, who was in the building yesterday? Latanya Porter was in the building. Kiki Monroe was in the building. Who else was up in this joint? We had Tristan Bell was in the building. Shout out to Tristan Bell coming back through. Boss Moves 2.0 was in the building. Shout out to Boss Moves 2.0 who sent, you know what I'm saying, who sent some things to your boy, you know, lit the cash app up, you feel me? I appreciate you, Boss Moves 2.0 self-help and consulting. Make sure y'all definitely go follow her. She has a great channel, you know what I'm saying, inspiring, you know what I'm saying, up and coming YouTubers, small YouTubers to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. So Posh was in the building. Shout out to So Posh was in the building, aka Melody Rain. Lady Capricorn Terror was in the building, and through the 5 on it, we got official Serenity. Okay, official Serenity. Okay, they just changed their name. Yesterday they was official S Vlogs. Now they are official Serenity. As of today, they are official Serenity now. Shout outs to them. Katona Hazel 67 was in the building yesterday. Shout outs to Katona 67, Katona Hazel 67 for coming through. Let's see who else we got in the building. Let's see who else was in the building. I believe that was everybody who, nope. Because Mary B came in the building. Mary B 21 came in the building yesterday, who was the one of the highlights of the episode, because I was working on her picture for episode 142 of GOAT 1408 TV, which will be premiering today for my 1408 subscribers. So y'all will be able, for my 1408 members, so they will be able to see that when it drops today. And it will be coming later on this week for the rest of the GOAT Nation to see. Meantime, between times. Oh, and also Brenda Miller came in yesterday as well. So shout outs to Brenda Miller for coming through as well on the daggone video, you dig, on the live stream. And that was everybody on that joint there. And now for yesterday's daily vlog. In the regular comment section, we got my sister, Big Sis, Latanya Porter said, hey, bro, replay. Lady Capricorn Terror said, here for the replay, bro, and thanks for sending my digital book. It's so awesome. Hey, And Life's Magical Journey said, hey. That's what I'm talking about. And now, for the live check of that episode, not episode, but daily vlog, we got, let's see. Blackjack 939 was in the building yesterday, and yes, he was the only one up in there. Appreciate you for coming through, Blackjack 939. Always, bro. Hold it down. Happy Memorial Day to you. And with that being said, we up out of here, y'all. Video playlist. Watch them all, alright? One love.